I have already seen you do that. Besides being one of the most honorable young men I have ever met, you have truly exemplified the idea of being a teacher. You surpass the student boundary and begin to teach and inspire so many other students at the school. I always believe if there's something that has given you something you cherish, give back. And I don't know if that's the case in this situation, but you have given back to the school so much. It's one of the most mature things I've ever seen happen. You inspire me to be a better teacher and to be a better person. And I've had so many conversations with students, and you've done the same thing. You may not realize your influence, Conan, but it's great, and it will continue to be awe-inspiring. You will continue to pay it forward, and I know that the world is a better place because you're in it. So thank you for calling this home, and thank you for being a Chaparral Star Academy graduate. As valedictorian of our class, Conan will now speak a few words.
Well, let's start off. I had a pre-planned intro, but it's been changed a little bit. I felt like quoting something, seeing as how many quotes have been already thrown out. And it might be a bit more crude than so far. Simply that I came to kick ass and chew bubblegum, but I'm all out of bubblegum. And I feel that every one of these graduates has done just that. They've all gotten here, and it was not an easy road, at all. Now that I have everyone's attention, obviously. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, teachers and administrators. We stand, gathered together, to celebrate the accomplishment of the 2012 class of Chaparral Star Academy, recognized this year as the top high school in the greater Austin area. Congratulations to the faculty and staff. To my fellow classmates, we've made it. We're graduating. Congratulations. Congratulations not only to us graduating for achieving our most important life goals up to date, but also congratulations to our teachers, parents, friends, families, and administrators. Our success is your success. For you have given us the freedom to dare, the courage to excel, and the belief that we can achieve our best. You have been there with support and care. You had faith when we doubted ourselves. For all these things, we, the class of 2012, thank you. Irma Bombeck once said that graduation day is tough for parents. They go to the ceremony as parents, they come home as contemporaries. After 18 years of child raising, they're unemployed. Let me be the first to assure all the parents here tonight, we intend to make sure that you have a reason to get a better paying profession than parenthood, as quickly as possible. College is very expensive. To the administrators and teachers, we hope that education becomes a better paying profession, because those who are following in our footsteps deserve the best, just like we had. So, here we are. We stand together, poised at the very edge of graduation, looking towards an unknown future. Soon each of us will go forth, in his or her own unique direction, seeking to make a mark upon the world. What will that mark be? Only time will tell. As a wise man once said, all that stands between us and the top of the ladder is the ladder. And it is the ladder that I wish to take a moment to speak about. Accepting the responsibility that comes with living in this great country of freedom, prosperity, and opportunity means that we must now face the greatest crisis of our time with hope and resolve. We must learn to apply our prosperity, technology, and freedom to the greatest challenges facing our world today. In 1920, the United States passed the 19th Amendment to the Constitution, granting women the right to vote. Since then, there has been much legislation extending to women the right to vote to be equal in society. Yet today, women still earn 70% less on average than their male counterparts. In 1964, the Civil Rights Act was passed, which made it illegal to discriminate against someone based on the color of their skin. Yet today, non-whites suffer disproportionate conviction rates and prison terms compared to their white counterparts, not to mention ongoing disparities in income and employment opportunities. Last year, Mississippi passed legislation making it illegal for an employer to discriminate against someone based on their ownership of firearms, despite the fact that there are no instances of this occurring. The Supreme Court ruled that corporations are people and are entitled to the same rights and protections as U.S. citizens. The military repealed Don't Ask, Don't Tell, yet today we live in a society that has active discrimination against citizens based on their sexual orientation, some of whom are in harm's way right now, protecting our right to discriminate against them. To bring it closer to home, the average teacher makes less in their career than a Fortune 500 CEO will make in 1 year's bonus. I know. CEOs are responsible for producing goods and services that enhance the quality of our lives. Well, guess what? Teachers produce CEOs. This is one of the challenges that we must face heading on, actualizing equality. To finally learn to live on our founding documents that say, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these rights are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Actualizing equality, however, is not enough. We must go beyond that. We must learn from each other, accept each other, and work together. In the public school system in Central Texas, I've been in class with geeks, slackers, punks, and dorks, emos and preps, whites, blacks, yellows, browns, and reds, rich and poor, conservatives and liberals, Christians, Jews, Hindus, Buddhists, agnostics, atheists, and Pastafarians. And then, there were some unusual kids. But no matter what, we all found a way to not only coexist, but to get to know each other, to reach across the divide of our differences, and form lifelong bonds. We must carry this forward as we become the leaders of our nation. We need to help create a culture that celebrates our differences, not enforces conformity. We need to find the strengths in each of our uniquenesses, instead of exploiting each other's weaknesses. In this polarizing society we are inheriting, we need to become the voice of compassion, acceptance, and hospitality, so that together we can make this nation an even better place to live. But change is not the only challenge we are facing. We are faced with the daunting challenge of carrying on the great works that our parents, grandparents, and great-grandparents have begun. Someone has to be ready to step in the huge shoes that Jerry Lewis is leaving behind with the Muscular Dystrophy Association. What about Bob Hope's work with the USO and his lifelong investment into the care of our troops? Who's going to take Oprah's chair and work so tirelessly to bring hope and inspiration to millions? When John Bon Jovi and Jimmy Carter have to quit their work with Habitat for Humanity, who will step in? Who will make the next advances in cancer research, space exploration, nanotechnology, or green technology? Who will fill the shoes left vacant by Alan Greenspan, or Gary Trudeau, MLK, Mother Teresa, Gandhi, Bishop Tutu? After we have found all the new things which we must address, we will still find that there are limitless good works already in progress that need to pick up and carry forward. And when we are done, we will discover the same thing that our parents, our grandparents, and our great-grandparents discovered, that our greatest legacy will be helping to build the ladder upon which the next generation will climb, hopeful that our shoulders will be strong enough to help them climb on top of. As a great philosopher, prophet, and musician Elton John taught us, it's the circle of life. To the class of 2012 at Chaparral Star Academy, I'm going to be the first to say, welcome to the circle. Thank you.
Attending ACC next semester to eventually transfer to the University of Texas at Austin to study engineering. I give you the 2012 Chaparral Star Academy Valedictorian, Conan Goldsmith.